Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I want to talk to you about a little modification I did on my Benchmade Osborne. Yeah, can you see anything different about it? I extended the sharpening choil. Now, I did this for a few reasons. I was watching a video by Apostle P, and this was one he posted 7 or so years ago, and he was talking about sharpening issues. And he had a few Osbornes on this video that had some pretty nasty blades on them. And one of the issues was that the sharpening choil is a little too far back for the longevity of the blade. So I extended the sharpening choil out to here, not because of the thumb stud. I know you can remove these. But I extended it out to here because when I am sharpening this, it's going to give me plenty of room here, plenty of room for the sharpening choil, but also it allows my finger to go up to here. And the reason why I want my finger to lay right here is this flat section here feels really good when you get up here, but where the blade was originally, I couldn't do that. Now I can. And this actually allows me to have this kind of controlled grip if I'm doing something very minute, whereas I originally had to do this. Gives me a little more control, especially getting right down to that edge. I can really focus and do some seriously tiny cutting tasks and have it well controlled. So I wanted that out of this blade. The other reason I did it was that when this blade will go up here, this cutout here is actually going to, now let me just see here, what can I use to demonstrate this? So let's just say the end of this zip tie is another sharpening choil. And let's say I keep sharpening, I can extend this up a little further and just put a regular sharpening choil hole there, and I can keep on going. Now, I am not expecting to go, let's just say this is where the edge is back here. I'm not expecting to go that far with this knife. I mean, if it was like that, I would probably be asking Benchmade for another blade. But I am expecting to use this thing at least up to here, and I don't expect great cutting out of this knife. This is a tool that I use for some abusive stuff. I don't use this for a slicer. I use this as a power cutter, as a focused tool, or as a utility knife. This is not going to be my slicey cut tomatoes in half via just pressure knife. So how does it look, though? How does the modification look? Well, I think it looks pretty dang good. Of course, it looks a little odd with that much blade missing, but I think it still looks original enough where if you saw this, you wouldn't suspect anything was really done to it. And I think it lends some more usability, being able to get this nice grip here. Now, of course, I'm not going to be using a push cut like this. I would probably go back here if I was doing some heavy stuff. But I'm talking, and I'm barely holding onto this knife. I'm very lightly holding it for those very fine cuts. And so that's why I did this modification. Also, it'll help me with sharpening the knife later on. So, thought you guys would enjoy seeing what I've done to my knife. I am not planning on buying another Benchmade Osborne. This is the only one I'm going to own, so I wanted it the way I wanted it. So that is what I did. So there we go. There's another mod to another knife I own. I have modified my Kershaw Link, which I have sold. And I've modified my Rough Rider Camp King. And now I have modified my Benchmade Osborne. So if you guys think this was a good addition to my modification list, let me know. And if it looks good to you, let me know. If this is something that you would think is a great added feature to your Benchmade Osborne, let me know. So in the comments, just I'd love to talk to you guys. And the other thing I've been kind of thinking about doing is adding some jimping all across here, and it's going to match the length of jimping here, so it'll be this very fine jimping here. and very light. But I'm debating on that. I don't usually need that much jimping for something like where I'm going to be doing this. I mean, I don't know. Don't know if I'm going to do it or not, just out of fear that I might screw it up. But it's a thought. So thank you guys. Whoop, there we go. Thank you guys again for joining me for another video. And let me know what you think of my modification to my Benchmade. Okay, you guys, I'll talk to you guys later in the next video, and I hope you are having a great one wherever you are. Thank you so much.